Today's topic is Statutes on Environment. We have various acts and laws to protect and conserve the environment, which include Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1974, the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1981, Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, the Forest Conservation Act of 1980, the Environmental Protection Act of 1986, in which I have dealt as a separate video. Other acts include Public Liability Insurance Act of 1991, the Forest Rights Act of 2006, the Kerala Act on Wetland 2001, Kerala Groundwater Control and Regulation Act of 2002, Kerala Captive Elephant Rules of 2003, Kerala Panchayat Raj Act of 1994, which includes Chapter 20. Now let's learn this act individually. The first one is Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1974. After the Stockholm Declaration of 1972, in order to protect and improve the environment, the Water Act of 1974 was passed to protect water from pollution. The main aim of the act is to prevent and control of water pollution in India. Section 63 and 64 deals with the central government and state government respectively. It empowers the central government to lay down standards for streams and wells. State government is liable to control the pollution in state. Second is the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981. India participated in the UN conference held at Stockholm in 1972, and to preserve the quality of air and to control the pollution, the Parliament of India enacted Air Act 1981 to preserve the quality of air and to control air pollution. Under the Air Act, it contains two boards, that is, Central Board and State Board, which is mentioned in Section 53 and Section 54 respectively. Next is the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. This act provides for the protection of wild animals, birds, and plant species to ensure environmental and ecological security. The act also lays down restrictions on hunting many animal species, and it extends to the whole of India except Jammu and Kashmir. The act contains 66 sections and in total 6 schedules. Schedule 1 to 4 deals with the wild animals, which gets highest degree of protection. Section 5 include vermins and Section 6 include plants that are prohibited from cultivating. The Act also recognizes 5 types of protected areas, which are sanctuaries, national parks, conservation reserves, community reserves, and tiger reserves. Next is the Forest Conservation Act of 1980. The Act regulates the commercial activities within the forest. Section 1 deals about short title, extent and commencement, and Section 2 deals with the restriction on the dereservation of forest or use of forest. Section 3 deals with penalty and offences by authorities and government departments, and Section 4 deals with the powers to make rules, and Section 5 deals with the repeal and saving. Next is the Public Liability Insurance Act of 1991, which has been enacted by the Parliament. The growth of hazardous industries has been creating accidents not only to workmen employed but also to private and public properties. It is therefore essential to provide mandatory public liability insurances to enable the industries to settle large claims. Hence, this public liability insurance enables to provide relief to the affected people by accidents occurring while handling hazardous substance and for matters connected therewith. Section 1 deals with short title and commencement, that is, the Act will be called as Public Liability Insurance Act of 1991, and it shall come into force on such date as appointed by central government. Section 3 deals with liability to give relief on principle of no fault, that is, the owner shall be liable to give such relief as is specified in the schedule for such death, injury or damage. Section 4 deals with the duty of owner to take out insurance policies, that is, any owner handling any hazardous substance shall take out such insurance policy or policies within a period of 1 year from such commencement. Section 6 includes application for claim for relief. That is, an application for claim can be submitted to the collector either by the person or by the owner of the property or by an agent who is duly authorized. The collector shall arrange to pay from the Environmental Relief Fund. Next is the Forest Rights Act of 2006. The key objectives include recognition of customary land rights and enhancement of living conditions and ensuring poverty alleviation of the tribals. The FRA is capable of empowering local self-governance, poverty alleviation, and conservation and management of natural resources of India. Next is the Kerala Act on Wetland 2001. The Act is mainly to conserve paddy land and to restrict the conversion of such land and to promote growth in the agriculture sector in the state of Kerala. The various sections include short title and commencement, definitions, prohibition on conversion or reclamation of paddy land, incentives for paddy cultivation, constitution of local level monitoring committee, reporting officers, constitution of state level committee, power of government to grant exemption. Next is the Kerala Groundwater Control and Regulation Act of 2002. This act provides for the conservation of groundwater and for the regulation and control of its extraction and use in the state of Kerala. Various sections include short title, extent and commencement, definitions, state groundwater authority, officers and staff of authority, grant of permit of extract, registration of existing wells, registration of users, and protection of public drinking water sources. Next is the Kerala Captive Elephants Rules 2003. In accordance with the subsection 2 of Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, the Government of Kerala hereby declares some rules to protect the elephant. The various sections include short title, definitions, housing of elephants, cutting tusk, feeding of elephant, work norms, transport norms of elephant, retirement of elephant, post-mortem and disposal of dead elephant, and much more. Next is the Kerala Panchayat Raj Act of 1994. The Kerala Panchayat Raj Act was enacted to establish a three-tier Panchayat Raj system at village, block and district level. The functions of village panchayats include regulating building construction, protection of public lands, maintenance of traditional drinking water sources, preservation of ponds, maintenance of waterways, collection and disposal of solid waste, stormwater drainage, maintenance of environmental hygiene, management of public markets, and vector control. It also includes regulation of slaughtering of animals, control of eating places, prevention of food adulteration, protection of roads, street light maintenance, adoption of immunization programs, effective implementation of national and state level strategies and programs for prevention and control of diseases. With this, we come to an end with the discussion on environmental laws of India. I hope you guys like this video. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.